understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, we'll have you go.
Thanks.
All right, you are Eric Matthew Mack.
Sir.
Mr. Mack, you're charged with criminal trespass. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and/or a $2,000 fine. You're also charged with interference to the duties of a public servant. On both of those, you're facing up to 6 months in jail. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, sir. Okay.
On October 30th, 2024, officers were patrolling an apartment complex in Harris County, Texas that is known to have a high amount of crime. Officers are familiar with the property manager who has complained about trespassers in the past. There were multiple no trespassing, no loitering signs throughout the apartment complex. Officer observed the defendant walking around the apartment complex wearing a hoodie with the hood up and a mask covering his whole face and holding an unknown object in his pocket. Officer asked if the defendant lived in the complex, and the defendant did not answer. Officers believe that crime was afoot as the defendant refused to remove his hands from his pocket. Officers attempted to Terry frisk the defendant for any weapons. The defendant refused to be patted down for weapons. Officers attempted to detain him for a criminal trespass investigation, but he refused to be placed in handcuffs. He resisted to be placed in handcuffs, and it took 4 minutes. It took 4 deputies to detain him as he kept pulling away and moving his hands away from each other. It was determined that the defendant did not reside at the apartment complex.
Mr. Mack, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. How old are you, sir? What do you do for a living? Why not? Sorry? I can't hear you.
I'm tired.
There are so many people that are hiring, it's ridiculous. Did you graduate from high school?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so what's the next move in your life? You're 21, you ain't got no job. What are you doing with your life?
Military.
That would be a great idea. Holy moly, that would be awesome. Really. That will give you structure, it will give you discipline, and it'll get you a job. That would be a fantastic thing to do. But jobless, no prospects, no future at 21, that's not going to bode well for you. So, I'll appoint you a lawyer today, but it's one of the two things. Great idea if you want to go to the military. If not, you must get a job, and I'm making that a condition of your bond. Do you understand?
So,
You cannot just smoke weed and play Xbox and do nothing all day without no regard to your future. It's not going to happen. So, 2 things. I don't want you going back to this location, and I don't want you to have any weapons. Do you understand?
sir.
I'll have you fill out an application. I'm going to bring you back in 2 weeks, and I want to see what you have done to get a job. If you've done nothing, it's not going to go well. Do you understand, Mr. Mack? You got to do something with your life, because if not, you're going to be hunchless, just on the side of the road, begging for money without a prospect. That's not a good way to go through life. Do you understand?
Sir.
All right, come on, Steve, I'll give you an application. You'll sign a receipt with Ramona, and then we'll have you take a seat in the jury box.